and welcome back to the Any Percent tutorial for Plague Tale: Innocence. We're gonna talk about chapter 10, which is infamous. So, chapter 10 is pretty hard chapter, I would say, but kind of fun, kind of long, very dangerous. So, first of all, just run over here. You can technically do this part without doing any weird things like I do here, but I think it's safer this way. What happens here is these two guards talk, then that one goes to the other room, opens the door, and then he's supposed to close it behind you, and you do like this room, and this one just stays behind to bother us. But we can actually follow the guard that goes away and into the other room before they close us in here. So the one way to do it is just like run behind him. But it's kind of risky. This can happen. Not that it's a big deal, really. The checkpoint is just behind. And really, it's just a matter of timing. But I personally prefer to be safer, go over here, and throw a pot over on the left for him not to get triggered by the pot. I use the dialogue basically when he goes like Vitalis, blah 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 something. I throw the pot, so like this. He's the only one that gets triggered when you wait a little bit. Wait. And then you're free to just run behind this guy. And you actually have a fair bit of time before he closes the door. And then he just disappears because life is nice. Then we're here. We are gonna just dash over these books over here. Like this. It's kind of strange. I recommend aiming a little bit against the column or very close to the column. You can stun this guard right here. Get the torch as soon as possible and then move around until you get the checkpoint right here. And you've seen a torch, we're loading checkpoints, so now we have the torch glitch, which starts the other part of this chapter, which is where we clip everywhere, like mad. So just run over here, and here we're gonna get a checkpoint, and this is the last checkpoint you're gonna get in a long time. So this is why this chapter is so dangerous, because if anything goes wrong, basically, besides the end, you're gonna start over from here. So it's worth practicing, and there's lots of clips we have to do. There's a little bit of guards that we have to avoid and everything, so it's not the easiest. There's more than one way to do each clip, but I'm gonna show you the most consistent. As a general rule, every clip you can do with either a side dodge, like this, on the side and then forwards, or backwards, like normal. So like this or like this. But before we do clips, we're gonna start by just running towards this guard, stunning this first one, stunning the fast one. You can stun the second one, but it's not necessary. You can just dodge him instead. Run over here. I think this is more consistent with a backwards dodge. Obviously, backwards dodges are always slightly slower, but I think they're most consistent. After clipping through the door, just position yourself at any point on this and do the same. It's kind of easy, very consistent. As you can see, there's guards running again towards me still. This guy is annoying, so he will continue chasing you, so do stun him as soon as you have the chance, because he will catch up with you. The same goes with this guard. Just stun him before you walk past him. Then we're gonna clip through this door. You can do this either with a side dodge or a backwards dodge. It's not too hard. but it is annoying because they will come and chase you, as you can see. But until the big guy that you can't stand arrives, you will have like all your attempts, all the attempts that you want, as long as you stun those. But yeah, it's a little bit tight, so do practice this first section a couple of times. So this is a good moment to talk about the fact that you're gonna have to craft a Somnum at some point in this chapter if you have enough ingredients. So I tend to craft it as soon as I can in this room where I'm safe. And then continue like grabbing ingredients along the way. If you're in severe need of ingredients like sulfur and stuff like that, there's a little bit here, I think. There it is. Saltpeter, sorry. And so this room is good. Obviously, it takes a little bit of extra time to get there. But yeah, as soon as you can, craft this Somnum. And don't use it, obviously, until I tell you so. In this room, we're gonna just clip out here. And we are here. We're actually safe over here for some goddamn reason. And we're gonna walk all the way over here and just clip out. The most consistent way, just like turning your back to the wall like this. I like to use Amisha's arm as reference and then clipping out. Like normal. Then we walk over to this and drop down. I kind of do some fancy parkouring, but it's as long as you drop down, you'll be able to get here. If you for some reason fall down in that room or a little bit behind, there's like a little bit of an invisible wall, but you can clip through them in any way you like, really. Then we run over here. This is a little bit more dangerous, so I don't recommend trying to use side dodge clips or anything fancier. Just stay with the setup I show you, because you can fall into the void. And remember, if you die at any point or reset to checkpoint, the first checkpoint is before Rodrick and the guards. Still, quite the time loss. And this is like the most dangerous part, so position yourself here near this column, look back and do this. And don't move further, just stay, well, you can move a little bit, it's not like super dangerous, but it's fine. But you're gonna be inside the wall, then turn around, point to there. You can actually kind of go through these columns, so don't be worried too much about pointing at the column. If you want to, you can. And just dodge straight backwards and hold forwards and you'll be fine. But you can fall into this void, so be careful. Here it's actually a very annoying clip. Kind of finicky. We have to clip inbounds over there. There's actually a wall. You can't really see, but there is one. I like to position myself like in this little corner over here and just do a normal backwards dodge clip. You can tell it's gonna work when Amisha barely moves. As you can see now, she's kind of moving to the right, so that's not helping. But it's an annoying clip, and it's a little bit of a trial and error. It's normal to take a few attempts, in my opinion. And after you're done, you're inbounds, and we just continue forwards, and we still don't have a checkpoint, so just run. There's still a little bit to go. We are at the library, I guess. I turned around to look at the roses over there to like concatenate two dialogues. Like she says, "Oh, another library," and then you look at the roses and it kind of stops. Both of the dialogues like slowing you down. Then we're not gonna do the puzzle, of course. We're just gonna run over here and side dodge into this wall. This wall is not really dangerous. You can clip on like the whole thing, basically. It has happened to me to fall into the void, but I think it was mostly like a botched clip or something. You should be able to clip through in any point, but this is more consistent. It's better because as I'll show you, there's like that's where the secret passage is. So there's this little space that seems, you know, almost made for it. So as long as you do that, you'll be fine. Then you run over here and upstairs. There's a little bit of an annoying clip here, or it was more annoying once with a backwards dodge clip. If you do a backwards dodge clip, you might have a hard time doing it in general, and also like get stuck in the wall. I haven't found a way to get unstuck from the wall if that happens to you. So stay over on the right side if you can. But I recommend not doing a backwards one and doing a side one instead. Like this, and you should be fine. I haven't had any problems with it. And of course, we still don't have a checkpoint, so this whole thing can be massive time loss. Here, there's a safe way and a harder way. The safe way that I usually do in runs is killing the guards, which require the Vorantis. So if you have resources to spare, I recommend honestly just killing these two guards, because you can stun them, but if you're not super familiar with the next clip, it might take you a little bit and they probably will come to get you. So it loses you a couple seconds, but in my opinion it's better to kill them. If you don't want to kill them, just stun them with a Luminosa and run over on that door. If you want to kill them, just use the Vorantis on that one, kill the other one, and as soon as you can, kill the other one. You know, it's a couple of seconds and gives you a little bit more time to do the next clip. Because this clip utilizes the torch clip. It's like the gate clip in chapter 4, so we can no longer dodge here. So, well, we can dodge over here, but not near the door, and we need to clip through the door. So we're gonna just have to push through the invisible wall this way. The best way to do it is, as I did, going against the corner over there and holding forwards and left. I did it kind of fast. If I were to do it in a run where I stunned the guards and I did it that fast, I wouldn't have needed to kill the guards. But I have had issues with it and lost a bunch of time in the past. So I still prefer to kill the guards. But you do what you feel like you want to. In any case, that's how you do that one. We're gonna also clip through this wall because we don't want to trigger cutscenes and Rodrick and stuff over here. So just over this wall. These are like a little bit easier to push through. Just left, forwards left is what makes you go through them, and the camera placement. That's it. Then after you're done with that, which don't underestimate this might take you a long time. Like, don't get too discouraged if this takes you a long time. It's kind of normal. So afterwards, just kill. You can ignore this guy. This guy's chill. Kill that guard. If you haven't crafted Somnum, do craft it now. Remember, get this stuff and clip through this wall. Then clip in bounds, and we're gonna use Somnum to kill this guard, or stun him, I guess. And then we finally are through basically the whole level, and now we get a checkpoint actually. And Rodrick, which funnily enough, since we haven't saved him, is still chained up. It appears. Then just move over here. Follow Rodrick. It's very straightforward from this point onwards, but there's, I guess, a couple of things that you can do. Vault over this as soon as you can. If you're fast enough, I think you can vault over it before Rodrick, but, you know. Here, as soon as Rodrick opens the door, which he needs 3 things, 3 pushes, just, you know, dodge. You can get ahead of him. It's not crucial because, like, you still need Rodrick to get to the door for the chapter to end, so. And that's it for chapter 10. One of the hardest, but you can do it, I believe.